Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Caesar from Puente Hyundai. Now today we're going to be doing something a little bit different with our videos. We're going to bring you a different kind of content that you may like to see. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to do backseat driving, essentially backseat videoing me drive the cars and kind of going through a little bit of more features with you. Now you have a nice perspective of how the inside of the car looks, how it drives, kind of with some of the functions that we're going to be doing. And also with that, we're going to have an outside view so you can also see where we're going while we're driving the car actually. So let's go ahead and dive right in. We're going to be starting today off with the Ioniq 5. It's going to be the base model and it's going to be the all-wheel drive. Let's go ahead and get going. All right, everyone, so now we're actually inside of the Ioniq 5. Today we're driving the SE model, and this one is all-wheel drive. So it does have the 256 average range, but you can always max that out to about close to 300, I think about 290. So when you actually click on the percentage, you'll be able to see all that. It'll do a max charge. We are currently driving on the level 3 of the regenerative braking. So we can obviously increase that to do Hyundai's I-pedal, or we can decrease it to have it as no regen charging. So right now we're just driving. It's on the level 3, feels pretty nice. We are on the normal mode as well, meaning everything as far as the power, acceleration, everything I do with the gas pedal is going to be just on normal. They do have an eco mode where you'll be able to have a little bit better a little bit better range as far as how much you have left on the screen here. And it does slow down a bit of the acceleration, but you shouldn't really feel a big change into it. And then once we get down to our road here, we'll be able to try out the sport mode, which is always very nice on these electric vehicles. So very minimal braking on the level 3. You don't have to really do too much. Normal, give it a little gas. Pretty decent acceleration. And then I'm going to let go of the gas on after we pass this truck. So currently going about 40, and we're going to let go and see how fast that slows us down. So not too bad. It will go down to 2 miles per hour for the most part, just depending on if you're on a flat surface or not. So not too bad. Another acceleration pickup. Very nice with the electric car. Now once we get out of this little area, we're going to go ahead and be doing a U-turn. So if you've done your research, you know that our Ioniq 5 actually has a longer wheelbase than our Palisade, which is our biggest SUV. So let's see how well this does with the turn. Let's get into a good little area here. Some other cars out here. So we're gonna twist it all the way. Really nice and tight. Still really smooth with that wheelbase. Yeah, really tight. I'm pulling it all the way. I'm not even letting go of it. It's holding its circle. Probably a small adjustment later on if you're in a really tight spot, but actually really good and still very smooth. So now we're going to try out the sport mode. It's always the best mode to go on for some fun. Definitely it changes the range though. So right when I switched over to the sport, it dropped it about 6 to 7 miles. So it will decrease your range depending on how long you're going to be driving the sport mode. And this definitely has a lot more acceleration on there. But let's actually try the I-pedal. So if you see my hand, there's a paddle right behind. I'm going to click that once more and it'll show on my dash the I-pedal. So meaning that's going to be a lot more severe braking. So now I'm going past the truck about 43, and that's just going to bring me down. And everything's still going into the charge area here to boost back some of the range, and then we actually come to a complete stop on the iPedal. So level 3, 2, and 1, those will only bring you down to about 2 miles per hour, and it'll keep the car rolling. With this one though, it'll pretty much stop whenever it gets down to the 0. So not too bad. I do like the red on the dash when I change it to the sport. It gives it a little bit more color. Oh, now that we're at this light, oh, no, we gotta turn green. Gotta go. As you can see, it does show a lot of information on the charge section. So you have your nearest charging station, you got your battery power right now, you have your range with or without the AC. So you see it makes a big difference. Off the AC, it's about 254 miles. With AC on, we're only averaging about 214 right now, so it doesn't make a difference. And that's also including that we're still on sport mode. So if we switch it to eco, boom, it changes automatically to 227, and then we even get a bigger range tier 2. But it's hot this week, so we need the air conditioning on. Heading back to the dealer, almost forgot the iPedal was on. Very little braking from the user. Car pretty much does everything by itself. Very nice. All right, everyone, thank you for stopping by again. Now, if you want to see a little bit more videos about the Ioniq 5 and the features, go ahead into our other playlist. We have about 15 videos on there that's going to show you the ins and outs of the Ioniq 5. Now, last thing you got to do is go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and share this video, and we'll see you next time here at Puente Hills Hyundai.